What up, YouTube? Here with a post-fight video for Steph Fulton versus Daniel Roman. Now, I know I'm a little late with the post-fight video. However, here it is anyways. And you already know the results of this fight. You already know what happened. Steph Fulton won an easy unanimous decision win. Well, no fight is easy, but Steph Fulton, he definitely made it look easy. It was a dominant, brilliant performance by cool boy Steph Fulton. I personally had the fight scored 11-1 round for Steph Fulton. That goes to show you how one-sided the fight was, because the judges had it similar to how I had it scored. And he did that versus a former world champion, a veteran, one of the best super bantamweights currently active in the sport right now, and Daniel Roman. And the performance he put on versus Roman got people talking like, is Steph Fulton in the top 10 pound for pound list right now? I mean, he's a current unified WBO and WBC Super Bantamweight champion. There's only two champions in the division right now. That's him and MJ, aka Akhmadalov. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his last name correct, so I'm gonna just call him MJ. So there's only two champions at 122 pounds, and they're both young and up and coming undefeated champions. And the 122 pound division, man, they got a good mix right now. And Steph Fulton, with the way he's going, if he keeps on putting performances like these, I mean, he for sure is going to be a top 10 pound for pound fighter. He's well on his way right now. Hey, he might be on somebody's top 10 pound for pound rankings right now as we speak, but the way he going, if he keeps on putting on fights like these, he might, be in the top 5 pound for pound rankings in the future. I mean, that's how bright this guy's future is. His potential is limitless. And basically, how the fight went, like I said, it was one-sided. It was a dominant performance by Fulton. He utilized a jab to keep Roman at a distance. Roman couldn't cut off the ring versus him. Couldn't apply enough pressure, couldn't work the volumes on Steph Fulton. Fulton took those abilities away from him with his timing, with his punch selection, with his jabs, and with his ring movement, and his ring generalship as well. This guy is a very smart fighter as well. Is off the charts. And and his punch accuracy as well. He knows when to time and place his punches and stop his opponents at bay, and that's what he did for all 12 rounds. Roman just couldn't find his target, couldn't stop Fulton at his tracks. That's basically, to sum up, how the fight went. And there's really only, I say, 2 fights left for Steph Fulton at 122 pounds. Obviously, at least 2 fights that I want to see Steph Fulton compete at 122 pounds. Obviously, the main fight that I believe we all as boxing fans want to see is him versus MJ to crown who is the best at super bantamweight, to unify all the belts, to see who's undisputed at 122 pounds. You got 2 undefeated up and coming potential greats who are the 2 only champions at that weight class. I mean, with all these undisputed title fights that's been happening within the sport of boxing, I think it's only right that MJ and Cool Boy get in the ring to see who is the best at that weight class. And his fight with Brandon Figueroa, obviously that fight was a thriller, and as boxing fans, whoever got to witness these 2 great young fighters go at it last year, some people thought Figueroa had won the fight. It was a close contest. I think the pressure that Figueroa brought and the volume he brought and the relentlessness wasn't matched by Daniel Roman. And like I said, Daniel Roman is one of the best super bantamweights in the sport right now. And what Fulton did versus him, and MJ Akhmadalov, he struggled versus Daniel Roman, because Daniel Roman fought both now Steph Fulton and MJ. And mind y'all, when MJ fought Daniel Roman 2 years ago, MJ won via split decision. Now, it's been some time since I watched that fight. I don't even recall if I had actually watched that fight, but a split decision, I mean, that goes to show you how much more dominant Fulton was in the fight versus Roman compared to when MJ fought Roman. But like I said, I'm kind of getting off track. But like I said, me personally, there's, I think, only 2 fights that I want to see Steph Fulton fight at 122 pounds. Now, I don't know if he could fluctuate weight to where he steps up to 126 pounds, the featherweight division. I think, you know, that's going to be a tougher challenge for Steph Fulton if he could unify all the titles at 122 pounds. And, you know, the 126 pound division, they got a pretty good mix there as well. So I could see Steph Fulton hanging in the mix there at the featherweight division. But first things first, I think he should conquer the super bantamweight division. And, you know, there's, you know, other fighters. There's this unbeaten American fighter. I think his name is like Reese something. He's like 19-0, 20-0, something like that. Obviously, he's a prospect. He hasn't had a world title fight yet, but it looks like he's in everyone's top 10 rankings for the super bantamweight division. But, you know, I think where Steph Fulton's status is at, you know, that fight isn't really necessary. And Luis Nery, obviously, who only has 1 defeat on his record, he's one of the better 122-pound fighters. After what Figueroa did to him, obviously, you know, Fulton and Figueroa are 2 different fighters with 2 different styles. So it's going to be different. But I think Fulton beats pretty much everybody at 122-pound division. So I don't really want to see Nery, even though his only loss came from Figueroa when he lost that title last year versus Figueroa. And, you know, even though that's only 1 defeat on his record, it might be a cool fight. But I think Fulton cruises pretty easily with that win versus Luis Nery as well. You know, as far as, you know, stylistically speaking, like I said, there's only really 2 fights for Steph Fulton for me as a fan that is intriguing at that division right now. Like I said, it's that undisputed title fight that we all want to see as fans between him and MJ, and a rematch because of how the first fight went with him and Figueroa would be quite interesting to see, and it would be entertaining. I think, you know, a rematch between the two, I think it's going to be a little different from the first fight, because I think both fighters are going to try and make adjustments to get the win. But like I said, other than that, I think Steph Fulton's pretty much got it at 122 pounds. I think he's the heavy favorite to become undisputed at that weight class. Anyways, y'all let me know what y'all thoughts are in the comments. That does it for this post-fight video. Subscribe, share, like, all that good stuff. Y'all already know. And I'm out of here, y'all. Stay safe, stay healthy, and peace.